So as described earlier, the headstock I think has been fully broken from the guitar at some point, and somebody carried out a pretty decent repair. You can see there's a seam here, and it's quite clean. Like, I think they did a pretty good job, but on the back they didn't quite finish it. There's a spot here, and there's actually two spots. There's one here. I'm going to tackle this first because it'll be the easiest because it's right on the spine of the neck, so it won't be very difficult to clamp. And what I'm going to do is I have thinned out glue with hot water, and I'm going to use a syringe to then get the glue right into the crevice so that it fills the entire void. Then I will push it down with my thumb and use a damp rag and then a dry rag to wipe it all off, because I don't want to leave a whole lot of excess. The foam pads on either side of the neck, and then a clamp. And I'll leave that for probably at least a day. Like, let it get good and set before I remove it. So there you have it as described. I now have it clamped with the foam pad on either side of the neck, just to help ensure that we don't end up causing damage to it with the clamp. And it's now 24 hours later, and we have now carried out the same procedure on the second little opening. So a day from now, we'll remove this and look at how to finish the job. So another day has passed, and we have completed the operation and removed the clamps. And I have now gone back over this with some 180 grit sandpaper on the tip of my finger, and just back and forth along where the seam is. And now it's nice and smooth to the touch, really. You know, you can tell it's there, obviously, but you're never going to get anything caught on here. It's not going to be distracting when playing. At some point I might come back to this and maybe mess around with a little stain or something just to try and make it a little less obvious, but you can't really see it on the front, which is the main thing, I guess, cosmetically. And my principal concern is just to have a nice playing guitar. I'm not super worried about everything looking exactly perfect. So there you have it. Next thing we're going to do is look at there, filling up the divots in the top here, so that when we install the bridge, it's going to be installed against a nice flat surface and not have any gaps. Stromberg Voisinet, eventually to become K Musical Instruments of Chicago. 90-year-old guitar. Come on back.